it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You never say pointed, you never use the term aim, did you not? Or you didn't, did you?
I did not. I did motion and pointing.
You never said point, you never said aim. You said he pulled a gun, I saw a gun.
Yes, sir. I said those things.
Okay. English is your first language, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you even speak Cantonese?
Only a little bit.
Only a little. You understand the term point, you use it all the time, do you not?
Yes, sir.
You understand the word aim, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did anybody stop you from using those words that day?
No, sir. They also did not ask me.
Did you have trouble volunteering that very important piece of information?
The first thing that came to my mind was he pulled it and then I pointed with my
He
hand.
pulled. Could it have come out of his pocket when he took that violent fall to the ground?
I believe he took it out.
Could it have come out of his pocket when he took that violent hit on the ground that dislodged the flashlight from his gun?
I'm not sure.
Could it have fallen out of his pocket after you chased him 130 yards and he hit the ground, wounding his shin, dislodging that light from his gun? Could it have come out of his pocket at that point?
It could have.
Okay. You never saw it before he fell, correct?
The gun.
You never saw that gun before he fell, correct?
No, sir.
All right. The first time you're even aware of it is when you're right on top of him and he's hurt himself and he's lying on the ground face down, correct?
Yes, sir.
And where's your dad?
I'm not sure. He's behind me. That's
2 to
all.
3 feet behind you, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Would it surprise you? You said before that he was 2 to 3 feet behind you.
I don't remember.
Would it surprise you? Do you deny saying that?
I don't remember saying it.
Do you deny saying that?
I just don't remember saying it.
Do you deny saying that he was 2 to 3 feet behind you?
I'm not sure.
How far away do you think you were from him when he fell to the ground, when you first saw the gun?
From young man?
Yes, sir.
More than like 10 feet. Maybe.
Okay. Your dad was 10 feet?
Wait,
10 feet from
where
Cyrus?
I was from him, or
You were 10 feet from Cyrus when he fell?
when he tripped?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He was ahead of me.
Okay. But then you got right up on him is what you testified to.
Yes, sir. And then I caught up to him. Yes, sir.
Okay. You were right up on him is I think what you...
Yeah, arm length. Yes, sir.
Arm length? How far was your dad from you at that point?
I'm not sure. I did not look back.
Okay. Would you say... Do you remember saying that he was maybe 5 to 10 feet from Cyrus?
At what point?
You remember giving an interview saying that?
At what point was he at 5 to 10?
When Mr. Cyrus Carmack-Belton's lying on the ground and you see the gun. Your arm's length, how far is that?
I'm not completely sure.
All right, let me see if you recognize making these statements. Start here. Okay. You do not deny making those statements?
I do not deny.
Okay. So, you previously told or indicated that your dad was 5 to 10 feet away from him and you were maybe 2 feet from him when you first saw the gun.
That is what I said.
I'm asking you, I mean,
I
do you remember giving an interview with Mr. Jordan, Investigator Jordan?
So, I was told by Mr. Kent that I can only say what I saw at that day, and I did not know. My dad was behind me. I did not know what he was doing.
Okay, what? Remember when Investigator Jordan, how many feet do you think your dad was from Cyrus, if you had to guess?
Your Honor, I'm not going to get to even hear the last word guess, and we told him not to speculate. We will approach him.
All right, what's up?
Jordan asked you, how far, if you had to guess, from Cyrus was your father? You don't deny him asking that, right?
I do not.
You don't deny saying it'd be like 5 to 10 feet. You don't deny that.
Yes, sir, I would be guessing where he was.
You would have seen him. How could you have guessed a distance if you didn't see him?
I did not see
Well,
him.
you just testified a minute ago with your lawyer that when you saw the gun, you looked up, turned towards your dad, and said, he's got a gun. Did you not testify with Mr. Kent about that?
I thought the question was when I was next to the young man and I saw
That's
the
when you
gun.
saw the gun.
Yes, sir. So
And
then
then you
I.
Go ahead.
So then I see the gun and
Yeah.
it points up at me. So I put my hands up and I say he has a gun,
Okay.
still facing. And then I'm backing up at this point, and then I turn and I see my dad.
Oh, so now there's a lot more time than I thought between these events. So now your testimony is you're right up on top of him. He's falling. Okay, stop me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just trying to repeat what I think you just said.
Okay.
You're right on top of him. You see a gun. You don't know where your dad is right now, correct?
Yes, correct.
So how many seconds does it take for you to go, whoa, 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 back up, and say, he's got a gun?
Well, it'd be he has got a gun, and then I turn to where you are now and tell my dad he has a gun.
He's got a gun.
And
when you're looking at your dad, how far away is he from Cyrus, who's still on the ground? 5 to 10 feet?
I'd see closer to 10 feet. 10 feet or
Ooh,
more.
okay. Wonder why you said 5 to 10 when Investigator Jordan asked you that.
I learned that my perception of feet, how far long a foot was wrong.
Okay, so over 3 years, you've learned about 12 inches and what it means to be 5 or 10 feet. You've learned distances better over 3 years. Is that what you're saying?
After I explained it.
Okay. So let me get this right, because I just want to be clear. He's still on the ground as you're running backwards?
No, he's getting up,
Okay.
and that's when he points the gun at me as he's getting up.
And still running? He continues to run?
He does continue to go forward, yes, sir.
Okay. And so I guess that must mean that he's doing this.
Not behind him, because I'm not backing up straight backwards.
Okay. How are you backing up?
Since I was running full speed,
Uh-huh.
I slow down. I'm maybe arm's length away, and then I see the gun, and then I start to back up. And I start to go out this way.
Okay. Stephanie, can I have states number 26? All right. Judge, can I have the witness just step down just to explain real quick? Can you get here? Mr. Cooper. You recognize what we're looking at in State 26?
Yes, sir.
All right, show us where he, and I want you to, as best you can, put the tip of that on the exact spot where he fell.
It would be right here.
Okay. Right there. And that's about where that tack light was found, correct?
I believe the calculator is down.
All right, now show me where he fell. Right there. Okay. And you're right up on top of him.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You're right up on top of him when you see the gun right there.
Yes, sir.
Show us the direction you backed up in.
So I come in and I back out this way.
Why would you back up further towards the road instead of back to safety where the Parklane Road is?
Because my momentum is taking me out this way.
Well, your momentum, you said you stopped right over him. You're right on top of him. How'd you have momentum if you were in the stopping position?
Well, I didn't come to a full stop. I came in, slowed down, and then I see the gun, and then I started to come out this way. And then so I turn around here, and I see my dad, and then...
Wait. Slow down. Slow down. He hits the ground. How long was he down on the ground?
Maybe 1 or 2 seconds.
1 or 2 seconds. And you're right on top of him, is what you testified to, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right on top of him while you're moving past him, or I don't understand, because I understood that you stopped right beside him. You're an arm's length away from him, is what you said prior.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you stopped.
So I came in, and then, I didn't come to a full stop right here, and then started to go.
Well, if he's on the ground, okay, so you're explaining he hits the ground, you just kind of keep running past him.
I keep coming up here, and then he starts to get up,
Okay.
and then he points the gun at me, and so I continue that.
Andy, if he's pointing the gun at you, he's trying to move this way, why are you backing up in the same direction he's moving? I don't understand. Why not go back this way? If you just approach the man with the gun, why are you backing up in the same direction of travel as he's going? I don't understand.
Well, my momentum's just taking me that way.
But you already said you stopped right beside him when he hit the ground.
Well, no, I didn't come to a full stop. I don't...
All right, so let me get this straight. You're running forward here, correct?
Yeah, full sprint.
Okay. And then you slow down and suddenly you're backpedaling. How do you do that? How do you go from sprinting forward to backpedaling without stopping? Can you demonstrate that?
Sure.
You can go from a dead sprint to a backpedal without stopping?
Well, no, I slowed down. Remember?
Okay, so you can go from a sprint to slow down to backpedal.
Yes, sir.
Can you? Do we have enough room for you to do that? I've never seen that done.
So,
No. Is that something you practice?
No.
You're describing as a full sprint, slow down, and then suddenly you're backpedaling up the road. Is that your testimony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cyrus is trying to get up, but he's continuing this way, correct?
Yes.
And do you remember, all right, so when you back up here, you don't deny that you said you turned to look at your dad and said he has a gun.
Yes, sir.
Now, put the pointer where your dad was standing when you first saw it, when you turned around and looked at your dad.
So I'm up here, and I
Okay.
see he comes up around this spot.
Okay, he's right about there. And that's about where that casing's found.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then Cyrus was up already on his feet and out this way.
Okay, Cyrus is continuing trying to get up that way.
Yes, sir.
And it's your testimony that as he's running, he's doing that to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're running with him, kind of. I mean, he's running that way, and you're backing up with him.
Yes, sir. But kind of like going away from him.
Okay, well, you just said when you're backpedaling, you're going up Springtree, away from Parklane, right?
It would be this way.
Okay, but are you going towards Parklane when you're backing up? Or up closer?
Yeah. Yes, I'll be going up Spring.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Cyrus is going up Springtree too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're going up Springtree, correct? That's what you just said.
Yes, sir.
All right. So he's running, and you're backpedaling beside him, and he's running with a gun the whole time. That's what your testimony is, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can have a seat. So, Your dad's standing probably back there going, what the hell is going on? Why is my son backpedaling with this guy aiming a gun at him, right?
I'm not sure what he was doing.
Have you ever seen anything like that before? One man running down the road aiming a gun at somebody, another guy jogging beside him?
I mean, there would be about, like, there's a good distance between us. I'm not, like, right next to him.
Okay, all right, so how far had you backed off of him at that point?
About maybe 20 feet away now.
20 feet
since
away
we're
from him.
going away from each other.
Okay, but you're both moving up Springtree away from Parklane. You and
Up
Cyrus.
Springtree and away from each other.
Okay, and there's trees in between you and Cyrus at this point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's trying to get towards those apartments, is he not?
I'm not sure what he was.
Which direction, one more time, Andy, which direction was he going? Was he going towards Parklane or up Springtree?
He was going up Springtree.
Okay, and what's at the end of Springtree?
Some apartments.
All right, but is there any doubt he was trying to get away from you two?
I don't know what he was thinking. What he was.
Was he
doing.
running toward you or away from you?
I was running away from him. Now that
Let me
he's
ask you
pointing a
something.
gun at
Let
me.
me ask you, I'm gonna make this real easy for you. Okay, step by step.
Okay.
When y'all left the Shell station, was he trying to get away from you two?
I'm not sure why he ran.
Did he ever stop and ask to shake your hand?
No, sir.
Did he ever run towards you?
No, sir.
Okay. He was running away from you, right, Andy?
I can't speak for him.
Was he running towards you?
No, sir.
Was he running away from you? It's not a hard question.
I guess not to me, yes, sir. He was well.
He was trying to get away from where you were, correct?
Could be.
It could be. You and your dad are yelling at him and running after him.
I did not. Outside of the store, I did not yell at him.
You yelled at him in the store.
Well, I called out to him, "Hey,"
And your dad yelled to him when he got out of the store.
and my dad called out, "Hey" to him. Yes.
And he ran away from you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
No, I'm asking you. This is your chance to answer my questions. And they're not hard, are they?
Yes,
He
sir.
ran away from you and your father, did he not?
He did run away from me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
At any point did he turn and engage with you? You understand that word?
He did not.
Okay. At any point did he stop and turn towards your dad and pull out a gun in the store?
Towards my dad, no, sir.
Did he do that to you in the store?
No, sir.
Did he do that when y'all chased him into Springtree? Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
But you continued to chase him though, didn't you? And you actually called up to him, you called up to him twice, is what you said in your statement, roadside, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? What was the first time you called up with him?
I'm not completely sure.
Okay. So you catch up with him, and then he keeps going, and then he falls, and then you catch up with him again, and that's when the gun thing happens, right?
Yes, sir. He pointed the gun at me.
Okay. And you said he fell, he took 1 to 2 steps after he got shot and fell down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or yeah, he kind of ducks to the ground and stays on the ground.
Okay. But you testified that he took 1 to 2 steps after he was shot and fell to the ground?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see states 32, please, Stephanie. So where we see Cyrus here, pretty much where he got shot, right?
Yes, sir. Or
What?
that's when I see him and he takes 1, 2 steps and then falls. That's not where he got shot right there.
No, I know.
Okay.
You must have got shot somewhere in here, right? If he takes 1 to 2 steps and then falls.
I think it'd be a bit further left.
Why did you take big steps?
Well, it's not exact. I didn't look at him immediately, so there could be steps before those first 2 steps that I saw.
Your testimony before was he got shot, took 1, maybe 2 steps, and then fell. Do you deny that?
My testimony is I saw my dad fire the shot, and I turned to him, and I see he takes 1, 2 steps. And
Have
he
you given
falls.
statements before? Sir,
Oh, sorry. What was?
have you spoken with investigator George before?
Yes, sir.
Did you not tell him he took 1, maybe 2 steps and then fell?
I believe I did.
can't-
I believe I did.
Okay. Are you changing your testimony today for any reason, or do you stand by that statement?
You know, I'm going to object because that's exactly how he answered the question. We're mischaracterizing what the witness said. He answered it exactly as the solicitor just asked the second time.
Overall, and I think the witness can explain it if he needs to.
You previously said he gets shot, takes 1, maybe 2 steps, and then falls. Doesn't get back up, right?
I did say those words.
Okay. So tell me then about tell me when to stop, where he was when you remember him getting shot.
It will be about there.
There.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if that's 1, 2 steps, he must have really been moving. He must have been moving pretty fast trying to get up that hill, if that's 1 to 2 steps carried him that far, right?
Well, there would have been more steps before the 1 or 2 that I saw.
Listen,
Okay.
your prior testimony, I want to be very clear, I'm going to talk slow. Your prior testimony is this: he gets shot, takes 1 or 2 steps, and falls. Do you deny that?
No, sir.
Okay. We're clear on that now. We don't have to go back and forth on that anymore, do we?
Yes, sir.
Shot, 1 or 2 steps, falls. We're clear on that. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask again. This is where you didn't move him, did you, after he fell to the ground, did you? Did you drag him anywhere? You and
No,
your
sir.
dad?
Just flipped him.
Okay. Well then, this is where he came to rest finally. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Where was he shot if it's 1 or 2 steps away? Tell me when.
It would be around there.
Okay, look at that. Look at that, Andy.
Yes, sir.
You're a I don't know, Division I level swimmer, right? What did you do, the 150 meters?
Not Division 1, no, sir.
You know,
Just
know the
high school
Camden
swimmer.
Academy, you were a swimmer there, all state?
Yes, sir.
You're familiar with distances, right?
In yards.
Just yards?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're familiar too with my stride being what it is when I'm walking, but when I'm sprinting, I'm taking a lot bigger steps.
Oh, yes, sir.
So he was really moving. If we are to understand that he shot right here, and that's 1 or 2 steps away, he must have been sprinting up that hill.
I mean, at that point, it was not 1 or 2 steps. 2 steps.
That's right. Well, no, I thought we were clear on that. We already said 1 or 2 steps after we shot. We got to clear that up, I thought.
I mean, I
Now
just
the-
been explaining to you what it was.
Yeah, I thought we were clear. He got shot, took 1 or 2 steps and fell, but maybe we weren't. Okay. One or 2 steps fell. At this point, how far out into the road are you? You've already, you're backpedaling up Spring Tree, I remember that. How far up in the middle of Spring Tree are you?
So the two lines in the middle of the road, I'm about on the right, about past it, just a little bit.
Can I see states 26 one more time, Stephanie? I we talked about this is about where he fell. Your dad was about right there when he fired the shot. We know he comes to rest and passes away somewhere right in this area, correct? Correct, Andy?
No, it'd be a bit further down
Down
to the
this way.
left.
Is that right?
And then to the left more.
Okay, right there?
It would be around there.
Okay. And so, he was shot in his back, you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He's right here, okay, when he's shot. You're where now?
I would be at the double lines.
Okay, you've had a chance at this point to somehow get all the way back up here. How long did it take you to backpedal all that way?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
How many seconds or how much time do you think passed between when you saw he had a gun, you start backpedaling, you yell to your dad, he's got a gun, you're still backpedaling, and then your dad fires the shot? How much time was that, you think?
Like, around 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did Cyrus fire that gun?
He did not.
He had 10 seconds to fire the gun and he didn't?
Well, you said from when he fell to the ground to when he was shot.
Yeah.
So-
10 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in 10 seconds, he hits the ground, he's getting up, he's aiming at you, but he's continuing to move forward, and you're backpedaling with him up the road. And 10 seconds of this is going on, your dad's just watching from behind, and you're yelling gun, and that all happens like within a 10-second period of time?
Yes, and then after I see the gun, I say, "There's a gun, there's a gun." It's probably 5 seconds now.
Okay, 10 seconds from when he hit the ground, you see it, and then he's shot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then that pistol laid on the ground the entire time. And I mean, I don't know if we need to watch it, but the body cam footage, it shows you and your dad kind of just walking around the scene and hanging out as law enforcement's roping off the area and everything. You remember that?
I was not walking around the scene.
You don't remember if I showed you some body cam footage? I mean, they talked to you on the side of the road. Do you remember that?
I stayed out away from the scene.
Okay, well, I'm just talking about, but you were right around where the tack light and the shell casing were found, correct?
Yes, sir.
And, you know, people are walking up and down the road and all around the scene. Do you not remember that?
I do remember that.
And the Taurus pistol laid right there beside those trees the entire time, but unless somebody else moved it. Did you ever get to see it move beside your dad?
I did not see it at all after it was tossed to the side.
Even though it's right there by your feet?
When it was tossed? No,
Yeah,
sir.
it's right there.
I was going to young man.
Okay. And then it later, after he shot, your dad throws it out there kind of near where you were standing.
No, it was off to the side, and then I went over to the young man.
Okay. It's found right there. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, yes,
There's
sir.
a pistol right there. And you guys are all walking around when law enforcement shows up.
I'm in the parking lot, or I am in the parking lot. Yes, sir.
You're all over the scene in the body cam, walking around. They interviewed you down here by those two poles.
I stayed over. I did not walk around the scene.
Andy, one second. Well, a minute ago too, you testified that as he's trying to run and you're backpedaling up with him, your dad says, "Drop it," and he says, "No." Remember you testified to that, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Kent? When have you ever said that before?
Your Honor, mischaracterization, that's not what the witness testified to, but I'll let the witness correct.
What did you say? Did you not misremember that?
So what I said, my dad said?
No.
What I
Let me
heard?
just, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I heard earlier, your dad said drop it, and Cyrus said no.
No. I said, I heard my dad say that, where he said, drop it,
Yep.
and my dad said no. It was my dad that said that. And then he fired the shot.
Why'd your dad say no? I don't understand.
I'm not sure either.
Okay, so did you misspeak earlier? Did I misunderstand? I thought I heard you say Cyrus said no.
Maybe you misheard.
So Cyrus
I meant my dad said that.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. Cyrus didn't say anything.
No, sir.
Okay.
Or I don't hear him say anything.
Okay. I must have been misheard. I'm sorry. Okay. Andy,
Yes, sir.
there was nothing. You were pretty certain that he took that water bottle, weren't you?
I believe he stole it. Yes, sir.
You were pretty certain that he did. I mean, why else would you have chased him if you weren't pretty sure?
I did believe that he had stolen something, yes, sir.
Okay, you were pretty sure he had done it, right?
Yes, sir. Let's say it that way.
But you're wrong.
Afterwards, I did learn he did not take any.
You were so sure of it that day that you left your position at the cash register and you ran out of the store. You were that certain, were you not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I walked up. I did not run up the store.
We're not going to get back in.
Okay.
You briskly walked, you ran, whatever. I'm not going to get back in. But you were certain enough. You left with your dad. And you ran after that boy. You were that certain that he had stolen it, were you not?
I believed it, and when he ran, that's when I really believed that he had stolen something.
And you were dead wrong, weren't you?
I did learn that afterwards. Yes,
You
sir.
were dead wrong, weren't you?
I was wrong.
And there was nothing to stop you or your dad from calling 911 if you thought he had taken that dollar bottle of water, was it? Nobody stopped you.
No, sir.
You had time to go back and review the video footage and realize he hadn't taken that water bottle, didn't you? You could have looked back at the video and reviewed it and realized he didn't take any water, could you not?
It's either I do that or go see where he was going.
Okay. But if you would have reviewed it, you would have realized I didn't have to leave the store to eat anything. You or your dad.
I was not thinking that.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just asking. Okay?
Okay.
There was nothing to stop you or your father from going back, reviewing that footage, and taking the time to do that, and realize he hadn't stolen anything. There's nothing to stop that, was there?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm not trying to be mean, but there really wasn't anything to stop that, was there?
No, sir.
Andy, you could have taken the pictures. If he had stolen, let's say he did. You could have put them up on the wall of shame. You could have sent them out to law enforcement. And if this young man had taken that dollar bottle of water, we could have punished him, right? I mean, we could have. We could have done that. We could have blasted his image out and said, we're looking for this man. He's suspected of stealing a bottle of water. And we could have helped law enforcement try to identify him, right? We could have done that,
Could have.
but we didn't.
I did go out to help the law enforcement see where he was going. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I want.
Anyone interrupted?
Yes, Your Honor. Andy, you have been on the stand for a while, and I know it's a little stressful. I want you to take a breath for me. I'm going to ask you some questions, and first I want to go and, I guess it's hard getting peppered with questions and make sure your memory is perfect from 3 years ago. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
And the first thing I think you were getting yelled at about was that you had never given a statement about seeing him throw something. You remember those questions that they're like, you didn't say this, you didn't say this, you didn't say this. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
And if not mistaken, there are 4 times where you were asked on a body-worn camera,
Yes, sir.
in store, then you were interviewed, and then you had formally given testimony all about something being thrown. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
So first, let's talk about on scene. And when we're on scene with the body-worn camera, like the first time, you see highlighted what you told the officer?
Yes, sir.
What'd you tell the officer on scene?
He had threw stuff out at the corner right there, and he was running back down this way, and I caught up to him once, and then he kept going.
So first, and it's been suggested that you didn't say it and didn't see it, but on scene, first time, one time, he threw something.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then they talked about an interview in the store. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Looking at line 28 in the store, what did you say in store?
Oh, I saw him throw something out at the corner down there.
So number 2. Second time now. And then they asked you about a later interview. You want me to do an interview with law enforcement they were asking you about?
Yes, sir.
Just read that.
Started sprinting. Oh, just myself.
Yeah, read it to yourself. Remember that third time now, you told law enforcement that you saw him throw something.
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
And then you formally testified a 4th time under oath. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
What was your testimony then?
Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I get to the bottom of the parking lot before the road, and I had seen him throw 2 cell phones out, and so I stopped to look at what he had thrown.
And so when you were being asked questions just now on cross-examination, you kept trying to tell the solicitor, I said he threw these, remember?
Yes, sir.
And you were saying, no, you didn't. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
I just showed you 4 separate times as close to the incident, so you were correct in what you were saying.
Objection, Your Honor. Sustained.
It is hard being up there being cross-examined about your memory. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
The solicitor was asking you a lot of questions, but one of the things that were clear on, there was a gun pointed in your face that day.
Yes, sir.
Questions were being asked of you, no, embarrassed or so forth, but there's questions asked to you about how you were running and came to a stop. First, I want you to tell the jury again what happened from the point in time when you were running and caught up. Tell the jury again.
Okay. So I caught up to. So he had fallen on this on a flat, and so I was running full speed, and I catch up to him.
Let me stop you right there. Come on. Come on, lay flat down. Just flat down. He's on his stomach?
Yes, sir.
Which way? Can you have him facing you, or let's have him facing this way? Just for example purposes. Lay flat that way, Crow. Just flat down. Sorry about the seat. Okay, and so he's laying flat down, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said you were running up to him,
Yes, sir.
and then what happened? You slowed down immediately?
I slowed down coming to the curb,
Uh-huh.
and then I see there's something in his hand,
Uh-huh.
and when I get closer, and he's starting to get up,
Okay.
and he points the gun over at me.
All right. And so you're going, and so the question, of course, from the solicitor is, how can you stop and start going this way? And you were talking about momentum?
Yes, sir.
So it's something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Did that seem impossible?
No, sir.
And so your testimony is you were going full speed. Someone starts to stand up. And then your momentum, because you see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Did that seem impossible just now?
No, sir.
Was a gun pointed in your face?
Yes, sir.
How did it make you feel that day? All this other stuff, all these back and forth, how did it make you feel when a gun was pointed directly in your face?
I was terrified
Terrified that what was going to happen?
that I would die.
And what did you do? Who did you yell to?
I yelled to my dad.
And what were you yelling to your dad?
He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
And your dad, wherever Feeney was, what was he yelling?
Drop it. Drop it. No.
And what was Cyrus doing?
Pointing a gun at me. And running.
Is that about right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. No further questions.
Cross.
Who put you and your father in that position? Who put you and your father at that location on Spring Tree Drive?
I put myself there.
Okay. Who put your dad there? Did you drag him along? Did anybody make your dad go up the hill 130 yards from your store, leaving the cash register unmanned? Who made him go up there 130 yards away?
Can I say what he?
Who made him go up there?
I don't know if I can.
I'm asking
Testify
you
for
a
him.
very... Did you make him go up there? Did you drag
I
him up
myself
there?
did not make him go.
Was he up there against his will? Did somebody drag your dad from his office all the way up that road to
No,
where Cyrus Carmack-Belton was shot and killed?
No, sir.
Who drug him up there?
I would say just himself.
He ran himself up there, did he not?
That's what I would have seen. Yes, sir.
Is there a reason you can't answer my question with a yes or no? I mean,
Because I was told I can't testify for someone else or say.
you could say everything you saw and you know to be true.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, and the judge will correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've always understood a witness testifying. Do you have any reason to believe that your dad was up there against his will?
No, sir.
Okay. He voluntarily ran up Spring Tree Drive to where Cyrus Carmack-Belton was shot, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
And nobody stopped him from calling 911, to your knowledge.
No, sir.
Nobody stopped him from printing up these pictures of Mr. Belton, correct?
To my knowledge, no, sir.
Nobody made him leave the Shell gas station that day, right?
No, to my knowledge, no, sir.
He did it on his own, with his own free will, correct?
Yes, sir.
The shooting doesn't happen if everybody stays in the Shell gas station that day, correct?
everyone. Yes, sir.
It doesn't happen, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm correct in saying that is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Shooting doesn't happen if everybody stays put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else briefly?
It doesn't happen if Cyrus doesn't put a gun on you either, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. No further questions.
Anything else to say?
You don't even know there's a gun if you stay in the gas station,
That's what
right?
Your Honor.
You don't know he's got a gun if you stay put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, you can step down, sir. All right, I think now is a good time to break for lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break for lunch. Y'all, again, don't discuss the case, don't do any research, anything of that nature. Avoid any media publications with regard to it. And we will, let's just, I know we got a little housekeeping we're probably going to need to do, so let's say we'll start back at 2:15. All right, enjoy your lunch. Everyone remain seated. Quiet.